Corey Taylor needs a win, and does this album do just that? Well, stay tuned to find out. Hi people and hello my Chili Con Carnage crew, it's Chili here for a 5-minute review on Corey Taylor's newest album, CMF2. You know what? The past 12 months have not been good times for Corey Taylor. Slipknot released their COVID-era album, The End of Things So Far, to a rabid fan base that was about as welcome as TikTokers filming themselves dancing to that Custer song mid-concert.
It's time to stop, okay?
And was met with less than average scores from the music outlets. The band then had 2 core members leave in less than a week, with the departed being Craig Jones and Chris Fern, aka number 5 and number 3, right on the eve, of course, of their Adderall EP, which was just a woeful excuse to re-release the same songs in 4 different mixes from the aforementioned Shithouse album. It just seems like fuck up after fuck up, but Corey is going to go forward and he's doing a solo tour to celebrate the release of his sophomore record, Corey Motherfucker 2? Corey Motherfucking Twola? Maybe it's Taylor spelled with a 2 instead of the T. I don't know. I'm not sure and I don't exactly keep up to date with many trends these days, so it could be anything. Anyway, he is back and he is on tour, of course, in Australia, which has been headlined by acts like Devo, Limp Bizkit and Fall Out Boy? Well, at least they tried.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Compare this to Knotfest in Australia, which was earlier this year, and it's rather lackluster. But anyhow, Corey needs a win. So, does this album score a goal?
Passes to center, back to wing, back to center, center holds it, holds it, holds it!
Yes, it does score a goal. An own goal.
Back to the center. Center holds it. Holds it. Holds it.
It is with great pain that I must inform you, my listeners, that this album is a very dull and boring record. I didn't want to believe it, and that's of course from such a legendary singer that he could put out an album of such malcontent that is also so generic in its approach that it seamlessly transitions into white noise. I mean, this is coming from the guy who has reshaped the music world with Slipknot and put out some solid music with his side project Stone Sour. But looking back at this, I have to admit that, in hindsight, I've never been a huge fan of Stone Sour, except for their first record, and outside of their singles, their style of music seems a bit contrived. Slipknot will always be a legendary band, and nothing can change that, but I am reminded at this point of something that Chad Kroeger once said comparing Nickelback to Stone Sour, and calling them Nickelback Light, and while this is untrue, I think it's more comparable for this solo effort. Of course, it must be mentioned that this album isn't intended to be another heavy metal record that follows in his predecessor's footsteps, but instead allows him to do his own thing. And instead he plays up the genres like post-grunge and that hard rock doing simple 4-minute long tracks, but it sounds so familiar to rock music that was released in the mid-2000s by several up-and-comers. There is soul on this record, however, as Taylor's lyrics are introspective of past events, as made blatantly obvious by the Microsoft Word art album cover, but Corey has always been a solid lyricist, and it's on display here, even if at times it feels like some kind of pop-punk covers band just backing him up. Overall, I'll be giving this album a score of 1 million chilies on the spicy scale, and I can't say any songs from this album were really memorable. Once again, it pains me to say this about an artist that I thoroughly respect, but even Led Zeppelin had their bad times, and I know not every artist will be golden, as has been made painfully obvious with this record and Slipknot's most recent efforts. If anything, it just makes me ponder how much the rest of the band prop him up, because musically, this record is very subpar. Thank you for checking out this episode of 5-Minute Reviews. Make sure to smash that like button if you liked us, share the video, subscribe to us for more music related content, and as always people, have a great day and stay spicy. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Live Listen Erased, and if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Chili Con Carnage crew so you can get notified for all the future videos that we put out, as we put out videos every Friday. Also, we are on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter over at Live Listener Race, so make sure to tune in over there. And don't forget to like this video so that our manager can stay very happy.